Nissan Ariya. The Nissan Ariya is one of those vehicles that represents a turning point not just for Nissan but for the electric vehicle industry as a whole, because it comes at a time when automakers are racing toward electrification and every move matters. When you first look at the Ariya, what strikes you immediately is the futuristic yet elegant design, which manages to blend traditional Nissan styling cues with bold new elements that clearly signal its electric identity. This is not a car that's trying too hard to look like it belongs decades ahead, but it is also not one that wants to be mistaken for anything conventional. It strikes that delicate balance between familiar and fresh, and that is one of the biggest reasons why people turn their heads when they see it for the first time. The Ariya's proportions are sleek, with a coupe-like roofline that flows effortlessly into a muscular rear end, and a front fascia that is defined by what Nissan calls the V-motion shield, which is a reinterpretation of their classic grille design for the electric age. Instead of a traditional open grille, you get a shield-like surface with intricate patterns hidden beneath a glossy black finish, and it serves both an aesthetic and aerodynamic purpose. The slim LED headlights give it a sharp and confident look, and the overall silhouette communicates efficiency, modernity, and a sense of strength. But design is just the beginning of the Ariya's story. What truly defines it is the platform and the technology behind it. Built on the new CMF-EV platform, which was co-developed within the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance, the Ariya was designed from the ground up to be electric, not as a conversion of an existing gasoline-powered vehicle. This is a key difference that sets it apart, because it allows for better weight distribution, more interior space, and overall optimization of performance and comfort. The Ariya comes in several versions, offering both front-wheel drive and Nissan's E4 all-wheel drive system, which uses dual motors for better traction and stability. The power outputs vary depending on the configuration, starting from a modest yet capable figure that makes it perfect for urban commuting, all the way up to a much more powerful setup that delivers truly exhilarating acceleration. For those who have driven Nissan's legendary performance cars like the GT-R, the Ariya might seem like it comes from a very different universe, but the underlying philosophy of delivering engaging performance is still very much alive here, only translated into the language of electricity. Range anxiety has always been one of the biggest concerns for electric vehicle buyers, and Nissan knows this better than most, because they pioneered the mass-market EV segment with the Nissan Leaf. With the Ariya, they took the lessons learned from over a decade of EV production and ownership feedback, and delivered a battery system that caters to different types of customers. Depending on the version, the Ariya comes with either a 63 kWh or 87 kWh battery pack, and the range figures are competitive, with the larger pack delivering up to around 300 miles depending on driving conditions and configuration. Fast charging capability is built in, with DC fast charging allowing you to replenish a significant portion of the battery in about half an hour, making long-distance travel much more convenient. For home charging, of course, most users will rely on AC charging overnight, and Nissan has ensured that the Ariya integrates seamlessly into existing charging ecosystems. Step inside the Ariya, and you are greeted with a cabin that feels like a lounge on wheels. Nissan has clearly made an effort to rethink what the interior of an electric crossover should feel like. The flat floor, enabled by the EV platform, creates an open and airy atmosphere, and the materials used convey a sense of premium quality that rivals luxury brands. The dashboard design is clean and minimalistic, with most physical buttons replaced by haptic touch controls that are integrated seamlessly into the wood-like surface. This gives the cabin a futuristic yet warm feel, avoiding the cold and overly digital aesthetic that some EVs fall into. A pair of large 12.3-inch displays dominate the front, one serving as the instrument cluster and the other as the infotainment system, and they are connected in a way that makes them appear as a continuous digital horizon stretching across the driver's view. The interface is intuitive, responsive, and supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, including wireless integration, which is becoming a must-have feature in modern vehicles. One of the standout features of the Ariya is the level of comfort it provides. The seats are supportive yet soft, and Nissan's zero-gravity seat design philosophy ensures that long journeys remain fatigue-free. The rear seats offer plenty of legroom and headroom, thanks to the clever packaging of the EV platform, and the flat floor means that even the middle passenger in the back enjoys decent space without the intrusion of a transmission tunnel. Cargo space is generous, with a wide opening and practical layout that makes it easy to carry everything from luggage to groceries. Depending on the configuration, the Ariya also offers a front trunk, or frunk, though it is not as large as some rivals due to the way Nissan has packaged components. Technology is at the heart of the Ariya, and Nissan has equipped it with their latest ProPilot Assist 2.0 system, which is a suite of advanced driver assistance features designed to make driving safer and less stressful. This system allows for hands-on and even hands-off driving in certain conditions, such as on highways, where it can manage steering, acceleration, and braking while the driver supervises. Lane keeping, adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist, and intelligent parking features are all part of the package, making the Ariya one of the most advanced vehicles in its class when it comes to semi-autonomous driving capability. Safety is further enhanced by a comprehensive array of sensors, cameras, and radar systems that provide 360-degree awareness, helping to prevent accidents before they happen. Driving the Ariya is an experience that blends smoothness with power. The instant torque of the electric motors delivers brisk acceleration, even in the base models, and the silence of the powertrain creates a serene atmosphere inside the cabin. For those who choose the E4 or all-wheel drive versions, the driving dynamics are particularly impressive. This system continuously monitors traction and adjusts power delivery to each wheel, ensuring stability even in slippery conditions. It's not just about safety, though, it also enhances cornering performance by intelligently distributing torque, giving the Ariya a level of agility that surprises many drivers. Combined with a low center of gravity thanks to the battery placement, the Ariya feels planted and composed on the road, inspiring confidence whether you are navigating city streets or cruising on the highway. Nissan has also paid close attention to the environmental and sustainability aspects of the Ariya. From the use of sustainable materials in the interior to the efficient aerodynamics that reduce energy consumption, the Ariya embodies Nissan's commitment to reducing carbon footprints. The exterior design is not just about looks, it has been carefully sculpted to minimize drag, with features like an active grille shutter, a low-slung roofline, and aerodynamic wheels all contributing to improved efficiency. The Ariya represents a major milestone for Nissan, because it is more than just another electric vehicle in their lineup. It is a symbol of their transition into the new era of mobility, where electric, connected, and autonomous technologies converge. The Leaf was the pioneer, but the Ariya is the evolution, aimed at a broader and more demanding market segment that expects not just efficiency but also style, luxury, and cutting-edge features. In many ways, the Ariya competes not only with mainstream electric crossovers like the Volkswagen ID.4, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and Hyundai Ioniq 5, but also with premium offerings like the Tesla Model Y and Audi Q4 e-tron. Nissan has positioned the Ariya to stand out in this crowded field by offering a blend of Japanese craftsmanship, advanced technology, and approachable pricing. When it comes to ownership, Nissan is leveraging its global network and experience in EVs to ensure that Ariya owners have a smooth experience. Warranty coverage is competitive, including coverage for the battery pack, and Nissan offers various services to support charging, navigation, and vehicle management through their connected app. Over-the-air software updates ensure that the Ariya remains up to date with the latest features and improvements, a practice that has become standard in the EV industry but is still not universally implemented by all automakers. The Ariya is not just about what it offers today, it is also about the promise it represents for the future. With this vehicle, Nissan has shown that they are not just resting on the legacy of the Leaf but are ready to push forward with bold new designs and technologies. It is a car that appeals to early adopters who want the latest tech, but also to families who need space and practicality, and to enthusiasts who still want a sense of driving excitement in their electric crossover. By covering all these bases, the Ariya becomes a truly versatile offering. The response from the market has been strong, with demand outpacing supply in many regions. Critics and customers alike have praised the Ariya for its refined driving experience, high-quality interior, and balanced range-performance equation. Of course, no vehicle is perfect, and some have pointed out that charging speeds and trunk size could be improved, but overall, the Ariya has been received as a highly competitive and attractive package. The Nissan Ariya is more than just a car. It is a statement about where the automotive industry is heading and how one of the most established brands in the world is positioning itself for that future. It embodies a philosophy that embraces change while respecting tradition, blending Nissan's heritage of innovation with the demands of a new era. It is a car that you can drive daily, take on road trips, and be proud to own, not just because it is practical and efficient, but because it represents progress. Another aspect that deserves attention when talking about the Nissan Ariya is how well it balances quiet sophistication with engaging driving dynamics. For many people, stepping into an electric vehicle for the first time can feel unusual, because there is no engine noise, no vibration, and no traditional gear changes. Nissan has tuned the Ariya so that this smoothness feels natural and welcoming, and at the same time, they have engineered enough feedback into the steering and pedals to keep drivers connected to the road. This is an important balance, because while serenity is a huge benefit of EVs, drivers still want to feel engaged and confident. Nissan has managed to avoid making the Ariya feel overly numb or disconnected, which is a common criticism of some other electric crossovers. Instead, the Ariya feels composed, stable, and even sporty when pushed, while still maintaining a relaxed personality for everyday commuting. The Ariya also places a lot of emphasis on personalization and adaptability. Drivers can choose from multiple drive modes, such as Eco, Standard, Sport, and Snow, which tailor the throttle response, steering weight, and power delivery to suit different conditions. In all-wheel drive versions equipped with E40RCE, these adjustments become even more noticeable, as the system can instantly redistribute torque between the front and rear axles to maximize grip. For example, in wet or icy conditions, the system reacts faster than a traditional mechanical setup, ensuring that the car remains stable without the driver having to think twice about it. In more dynamic driving, such as winding roads, the torque distribution improves cornering precision, which is something that drivers immediately appreciate when they experience it. Connectivity is another area where the Ariya shines. The Nissan Connect system integrates navigation, entertainment, and vehicle controls in a way that is simple and intuitive. Voice recognition is improved compared to older systems, and over-the-air updates ensure that maps, apps, and even vehicle functions can evolve over time. One particularly clever feature is the integration with smart home assistants, allowing owners to check charging status, preheat or pre-cool the cabin, and even control certain vehicle functions remotely using just their voice at home. This seamless blending of car and lifestyle shows how Nissan has thought about the Ariya not only as a mode of transportation but as part of a connected ecosystem. Practicality is also enhanced by thoughtful details, such as a sliding center console that can move back and forth to suit driver preference, ambient lighting that creates a calming atmosphere at night, and multiple USB ports including the newer USB-C standard for faster charging of devices. Even small touches, like the way the hidden haptic buttons light up only when the car is turned on, contribute to the sense of modernity and refinement. Nissan has tried to make every interaction feel special, reminding the driver and passengers that they are in a vehicle designed for a new era. What makes the Ariya stand out is that it manages to be futuristic without alienating drivers who are used to traditional cars. It feels like a bridge between the world we know and the one we are moving toward. That balance is critical, because for mass adoption of electric vehicles, people need to feel comfortable and reassured while also being excited about the new possibilities. The Ariya delivers on both fronts, making it not just an EV for enthusiasts but an EV for everyone.